I'm Michael, and this is California. And over the last few months, millions of people across America have had their lives turned upside down and shaken by the pandemic and the subsequent lockdown. And many of these people who have been most affected are children who are no longer able to go to school because the schools are locked down, but unfortunately schools are the largest source of daily nutrition for many of these children. To compensate, many of the states have created something called a P-EBT card, a pandemic EBT card, which is specifically designed to help out the families of these children pay for their food while they are no longer able to get the nutrition they normally get at school. But unfortunately, not all states have expanded the P-EBT card. So today we're going to talk about which states have not expanded it, why they potentially have not, as well as what you can do if you live in those states to help. Now, before we do that, if you like this information, if you find it interesting, if you find it useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. So first, let's do a real quick overview of what a P-EBT program is. And we have other videos for it, and so obviously they're going to be a little bit more in depth, but this one's just going to be real basic for the purposes of talking about the expansion. So the P-EBT program is a program that was designed to help families who have children who normally have free or reduced lunch who are at school but are not able to go to school right now because of the lockdown. And with these children being home, these families need additional money to help pay for the extra groceries that children are eating while they're home and running around and eating pretty much all day. Now, the application for this is typically automatic, which started in March, based off information that your school had for your child who is in the reduced or free lunch program. But not everyone got automatically enrolled in all states. And so there are some states that require an online application for some individuals to apply. I'll put that information down below so you can apply if you have not yet done so, because you're able to up until the end of June 30th. But needless to say, the program is a great program that helps out families pay for groceries for all their children who would normally be getting their food at school but are now having to eat at home. So many states are actually participating in the P-EBT program. And remember, the P-EBT program provides up to $365 per child on a P-EBT card that'll get sent out individually from a SNAP or another EBT benefit. Additionally, states who are participating in the program are able to continue to expand the program for further months as long as they are still under a lockdown. And the lockdown is defined as a federal government has declared a public health emergency and a state has issued an emergency or a disaster declaration. And in fact, the USDA Foods and Nutrition Services has certified that states can request additional months of emergency allotment as long as the conditions continue and apply. And really, there are still a lot of states who see the value of having extended benefits, because the plan was initially only supposed to be for March, April, and May. But some states, not all states who are included in the P-EBT program, but some states have already expanded out to June as well as July. Now, I'm not going to go any further into details on that because we're going to have a new video coming on about states who have expanded their P-EBT benefits, but just know some states still see that need, still see the necessity to have the P-EBT program to help feed those children while we are still under the lockdown as far as out till July. Now, unfortunately, some states have not fully participated in the P-EBT program. So states like Idaho, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Utah have not yet fully participated in the P-EBT program. And that has potentially left out 2.2 million children spread out over all those states who could potentially be eligible for the program but are not able to get the additional funding for food to eat while they're at home that they would normally get while they're at school. Now, these states are arguing that there are administrative challenges, which definitely can be daunting, especially with public services all but shut down. Or there are definitely concerns about budgets, especially in these fiscally conservative states who appear, at least, to try to be avoiding to have to pay for temporary expansions of public benefits. And this is absolutely unacceptable and disappointing, to live in a country where there's enough wealth to ensure that no children should ever have to go hungry. And administrative challenges, look, they can be overcome. And politics should definitely not be a part of this decision, as well as right now is not the time to be pinching pennies. This is just outright unacceptable to have hungry children out there who could use the help who are not getting it. So the question is, what can you do? So if you live in one of these states where they are not participating in the P-EBT program, reach out to your state representative. It's an election year. They will listen to you. Reach out to them and let them know that you want them to support this P-EBT program to ensure that children are able to get food while they are at home and on lockdown. And in reality, this program could do so much more to help than it could definitely do to hurt. Thank you so much for watching our video, and I hope that you found it interesting or helpful or at least useful. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. Also, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. We'd love to see your comments and questions, and we'll be happy to make a new video or a new post as soon as we can. Now, other than that, we here at California, we know health insurance. So whether it's Covered California or private health insurance or Medicare or Medicaid or Medi-Cal or even health insurance for a small group, we know health insurance. Because it can be very complicated sometimes coming out of your work insurance and having to go on the private insurance. Or if you're turning 65 and you're trying to figure out which Medicare plan best fits your needs, your budget, and the benefits that you want. And that is something we can definitely do. So if you have questions about your healthcare, leave those questions and comments down below, and we'll be happy to make a new video or post for those as well. Now, other than that, I am Michael, and this is California, wishing you a happy, healthy day.